Can you please restring my guitar?
Yes, I can. Okay, so today we're going to be going over how to restring an acoustic guitar. So I find this to be really important as a guitar teacher myself. I help a lot of my students that are like 8 to 12 years old how to restring their guitar. Sometimes I show them, but sometimes they're too young just to understand. But learning how to do this is a lot better than going to a guitar store that'll charge you like $50 to $40 on just restringing the guitar. That'll take them maybe like 10 minutes. And plus the guitar string fees. Okay, so today we're going to start with the low E string. And by that, we're going to use our string winder. This is a Diodati string winder with, to take off the little pins down here. So, which is really nice, and it has a string cutter as well. So we're going to start by hitting low E string, and then we're going to go here, and turning it to the right loosens it. See, as you can tell, it went flat. And I'm going to just keep doing that until the strings are very loose to all of them. I'm going to keep doing this one. I'm going to just go. Okay, so you've just taken off all your strings, and now your guitar looks like this. And I mean, I have my strings all right here, and I'm gonna for now set these to the side. Don't make sure to throw those away later, because you don't want them on the ground, and they're kind of pointy, they kind of hurt. So you have all your pins right there, and you're not gonna want to lose these. Make sure to put these somewhere nice, and that you're not gonna lose them. That is the most important thing, because you lose them like really easily. I've lost mine before, and it sucks. Okay, now I'm gonna take this Dunlop 65 lemon oil. I like it because it lubricates my fretboard, because I need to keep the wood nice. So when I start, I take it, I kind of squeeze a little bit to get it going, and I start just going, and I do this for the entire fretboard, and it's a little tedious, but I'll show you the end result in a second. Keeping your fretboard healthy will make your guitar sound a lot better and last a lot longer, because guitars are not cheap. This one, it was a little expensive on my end. Personally, there are more expensive guitars, but for this one, it cost me a bit of money. But I was glad to buy it because it was my first actual guitar that I bought myself. So this guitar is a little place in my heart for me. So I always like to take care of it a little more than other things. So I've oiled the entire top all the way down, and I like to take a rag that I have. This is a little dirty one, and I kind of wipe it down and to get the excess oils off. But see how nice that looks, and it's very hydrated, which is great. Okay, so then I'm gonna take my guitar strings. I'm gonna start with these Elixir 1152s. I love these. They're like $13 a pack. They're a little expensive, but if you want a cheap end, the Ernie Ball Earthbound strings are really good for how much you pay for them. They're like $8, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna start with this, and I'm gonna take them out of their packaging real quick. All right, so here's the low E string. They come wrapped like this, which is really nice because they're kind of pointy. If you see this, like, it's just like a thinner part of metal, and you can just stab yourself easily. So you're gonna want to set your guitar flat. I usually lay it on my lap. If I have a table in front of me, I'll do that. So I'll take this, and you know how you took them out of these little holes? You're gonna put it back in. You're gonna take your peg that you had and put it right in there. And I like to pull up and make sure like there's a little bit of resistance with the peg and the string, and I like to push down as hard as I can so it stays in there. So then I'm gonna take this guitar string and like pull it all the way up to make sure there's no slack. See, like it wiggles. I will put a finger or two right here in the nut for the guitar, and then I will bend this first string down to create a good little beginning of my knot. There's a little bit of slack on the guitar. Sometimes this thing will move, and that is okay. And I'll wrap it once around, and then I'll take this thin part of the string. They give you this to make it easier to get it through the little hole. And I like to line my little hole facing the outside of the guitar to make it easier to get it in, and I pull as tight as I can without it getting stuck there. And then I take my string winder, and instead of going to the right now, I go to the left. And now it'll tighten itself. You'll see like it'll flatten itself. Give it a second, and sometimes they come out of place, and you'll just move it back into place, and just keep stringing it, and don't let it hit you in the face like how it just did to me. And as you can hear, it kind of went. Now you hear a legible note, which is great. So, and you can do that for the next 5 other strings. Okay, so we've got all our strings on. Yeah, it looks kind of bad, but let's give it a shot. All right, I don't like that. Let's tune it up real quick. I'm gonna go do that real quick and cut the strings off, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, so we're gonna take our string winder / cutter, and it's gonna be really easy. All you do is just get as close as you can to the string with the thing, and you just cut it. It's that easy. And make sure not to lose these either, because they're really sharp at the end. And you do that for the other 5. Okay, so now we've cut the strings off, and now it looks really nice. See? Like the strings are on here, everything sounds really nice. And I guess I might have time So I'll play something. Well, that's how you restring an acoustic guitar.